Hey guys, Kurt Hughes here with Ignite Baseball. Today we're talking about this idea of getting the way time. And basically what that means is we're measuring the time between when your brain says go, it's time to swing, and when the bat actually gets in the way of the baseball. So the shorter that we can make that time, the later we can decide and the better decision that we can make on a pitch. So we're looking at a swing that Carlos Gonzalez took back in 2015. This is a grand slam. As you can see up in the left there, the bases are loaded. So let's just kind of take a look at it. So you can see our pitcher starts to get into his leg kick here. And as he's coming down, Gonzalez gets into his leg kick. And we're going to see his front foot's about to hit the ground here. A lot of coaches are going to talk about the toe hitting the ground as being the time that we're at foot landing, but really here at Ignite Baseball we talk about the heel being foot landing because you really can't begin your turn until your front heel lands. So we're kind of looking at foot landing right about there when we see his legs start to take weight right there in that frame. Okay. So now the question becomes, well, how do we actually figure out when his brain is saying go? So I want you to take a look at Carlos Gonzalez's back pocket on his front leg, and during his step, you're going to see it kind of stays in a similar spot. It's maybe sliding forward, or it's definitely sliding forward a little bit, but it's not really moving back. You're going to see it right here start to move back kind of slowly, but when his brain is actually saying, okay, go, it's time to swing, you're going to see that pocket move really fast back towards the backstop. And that is going to be the time that we kind of say is the time that he's starting. Right there in that frame, you can see it move backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to slap our little timer right here to see how long it takes from that time till when his bat gets in the way of the ball. And there he's hit it. His bat's in the way right there. So we're looking at 1300ths of a second. The shorter that we can get that time, the better off that we are. But it just kind of gives you an idea of how fast that getting the way time has to be able to kind of compete at this level. If you haven't read my article, The Fear of Striking Out, certainly give that a look. It talks about how a 90-mile-an-hour fastball takes 0.4 seconds to reach the plate. And as we can see, that 0.13 seconds is, a pretty decent portion of that. So he's still having to decide that he's going to swing when the ball is, it's probably still has a third left to go, something of that nature. So it's really important to try to get that number to be as low as possible, so that way we can decide the latest possible and we can find out the most information about a pitch.